Hello, this training is for a resource called PIXTON for Schools. It was recommended on the Merlot website as an online education resource. It is a comic strip creator designed for students and teachers. However, there are options for personal and business use. This technology provides backgrounds, characters, and other tools to create comics styled for educational use. So all the characters and backgrounds are going to be modifiable to represent a historical time, maybe a scientific setting, any curriculum this resource can be used for. It also allows teachers to create lesson plans within the site if that's how you wish to operate the class. I do think this resource is just going to be a great way to give students different ways to express their comprehension of a subject, especially for those unable to write. I'm really thinking in a special education classroom, after hearing a lesson, a test or a paper is not going to measure their understanding appropriately. So a visual representation will give them an opportunity to prove that they know what they're talking about. Elementary schools and middle schools, I think, will love this because it's just out of the box. It's a different way. It's a different type of assignment. Same with high schools, especially when you can advance the expectations. It's just going to work for everybody. To make it work, you'll visit the PIXTON website here and click this red button. If you don't, this page will set you up for the iPhone app. And that app has gotten so many negative reviews that I just don't feel comfortable advocating for it. So we're going to focus on the web page. So this red button will take you to this page where you'll be given 4 different options to use at work, as an educator, as a student, or personal use. We're obviously going to use the educator platform. It will then take you to create your avatar, your character for your page. These avatars are completely customizable. You can choose from all these different preset characters, which are the same ones provided for the comics, and you're able to adjust the facial expressions, the clothes, the proportions, all of it. I'll go in and demonstrate that after I get through all these slides. The next step, you will be taken to customize your group. You can name your group after your classroom or after, I guess, whatever you'd like to name it. It's organized by grade level and subject area, and then you are able to invite your class to join in and via username and passwords that you or them have created, or invite them to create a Google account, and then you can add them from there. After you've created your group, you're able to start your activity or create your assignment. You can choose from lesson plans and all the activities that they have on the website, or you can create it from scratch. You can see in these lesson plans, it's all organized by subject and then, I guess, sub-subject, if that's what you want to call it, all the different lessons and activities. Or if you'd like to do it by scratch, or from scratch, title your assignment and import your instructions, and you can assign it to your class and go from there. This is the student view. Once you've assigned that, they can go in, see your assignment, open it, and begin. They can choose a layout, and I'll go in again and demonstrate all of this. Creating the comic is going to take you to a page identical to the avatar creating page. So you're offered the backgrounds and all the characters and props that you were in your avatar, and you can design it from there. I use this example as, maybe there's a science class and you want to summarize how the dinosaurs went extinct. So that is just a basic overview of how that works. Again, I'll go in and demonstrate that. Getting started, I'm thinking it'll be beneficial to provide maybe a definition sheet, a background of how comics work, so everyone is on the same page. Maybe everybody doesn't know how comic books work. A rubric is going to be necessary, just so everyone's held accountable for their work. We still want it to be challenging, even though it's a fun activity. Again, getting started, you'll want them to have a username and password or a Google account. And it is a free 15-day trial. However, when that's up, there's a $6 or an $8 per month option. So getting started, you will want to get support from the school to pay for that resource if that is one that you want to use regularly. Otherwise, if it's just one assignment, maybe the 15-day trial is just enough for you. The writing assignments and testing is just doesn't always measure understanding as well as it should. So providing a different opportunity for students to display their competency and comprehension is just going to bring them to their full potential. So going into the PIXTON website, I just logged myself out on accident, so going back in here. Here is the teacher profile. To edit your avatar, you can come in here. You can, up and down. You can move her around. All these tabs over here are specific to different editorial options. You can edit her facial expressions. Every part of this avatar can be customized. Then on to the groups and assignments. To create you can create as many groups as you need to based on however many classes you're using this for. A new group, you can title it. Same exact thing as those screenshots from the slides. I'm going to go into the group that I have a student in, and I have already created an assignment. We'll say edit activity, but when you go in to customize this activity, it's the exact same thing. So the instructions I've already written out. Make a comic on today's lessons. I am going to log out and log into as a student now to show you that view. Student-wise, setting this up is exactly the same as the teacher profile. Same with the avatar, my group, activities, create a comic. Same thing I was telling you before. I am going to strongly suggest that you choose the advanced, because that's going to give your students way more options to create a very thoughtful comic strip and just include the details needed for that. So adding a background, these backgrounds within these preset ones here, they have a whole bunch of opportunities or options for different background settings. So say we are doing a scientific lesson and we want to include that. These can be moved around and sized up and down. So that was an insert panel. You can add another one. Add a character. And so say I know there's an astronaut around here. So we've added this one, and that's the end. We're done. We want to submit that. We will save and submit if it will let us. Submit now, and it's done. Your teacher can go in and approve the comic or send it back to you if it does need work. And that's how PIXTON